Welcome to the special edition of Feasting on Agriculture, where, Kristen, we're at LSU for game day, and we're here to remind you that tailgates don't grow themselves.
Farmers do. And it's so important to know that while you're eating today, while you're tailgating, if you do, thank a farmer.
That's right, and this is September, so it's National Rice Month, and Kristen, I think you need to go get to cooking.
And I think you need to go find some farmers who grew some of that rice.
Let's do it.
Feasting on Agriculture is brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, think rice.
We're at the LSU College of Ag tailgate and the LSU Ag Center tailgate, and this is a great event, and you never know who you're going to run into, like, Louisiana Farm Bureau President Richard Fontenot. Richard, good to see you, man.
Nice seeing you, Avery.
Well, tell me, what makes a good tailgate?
Good tailgate is people, it's environment, game day, and you have Louisiana products at the table. We got Jambalaya here, but more importantly, we have our ag leaders and alumni from all over the state celebrating at this great opportunity, great facility, and you get to make memories and have great relationships and strengthen them through your networks.
You're a rice farmer, so obviously seeing jambalaya, seeing rice here is important to you, but also what the LSU Ag Center does when it comes to rice research. I mean, you were chair of the Rice Research Board. How important is that to you as a farmer?
Anytime you can see some of our research, our checkoff dollars at work. I mean, our checkoff dollars are on the plate today. You know, this September's Rice Month. What a great month to celebrate what we do in South Louisiana and North Louisiana in terms of rice production. And our rice research station in Crowley is one of the pinnacle international stations in this world. World renowned in what they do and the varieties they provide for us and our farmers, not only in Louisiana, but throughout the U.S. And for our Ag Center and our opportunity, our folks to be a part of that, it's just a great opportunity.
Well, I saw you sampling a little bit of the dairy research earlier. How was that LSU Ag Center ice cream?
You got to support the dairy farmers as well. The LSU dairy science folks come out with a great ice cream. That's always one of our pinnacle desserts we try to get to when we get to this event. And you usually run out, so I ate dessert first today to make sure I got some. But great turnout. You got over 700 people registered for this event. What a great opportunity to mix and mingle with our agriculture friends from around the state.
And most importantly, Richard, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
An event like this is incredibly important. We have lots of stakeholders here. We have Farm Bureau friends. We have LSU alumni. We have people who know about LSU but haven't necessarily engaged with agriculture before, and we use this as an educational opportunity for them. And for me, looking in the background, this is what winning looks like.
You've heard us talking a little bit about the research. Well, let's talk to the guy in charge of it. That would be Dr. Mike Selassie. He's the interim dean of the College of Agriculture and interim vice president for agriculture. Dr. Selassie, what a shindig you're throwing here, man.
Yeah, Dr. Lee started this tradition last year. We've got great sponsors like Zeno Grain is our primary sponsor this year, as well with Sunshine Equipment and Louisiana Sugar Refining. We couldn't do that without the sponsors, so because of those, this can be a free event for everybody, and we're just happy to host it.
You know, a lot of folks here are enjoying the fruits of the labor of the LSU Ag Center and the LSU College of Ag in terms of the jambalaya, the beef, all the other, even the ice cream that's here. How important is that research and the fact that you get to see people enjoy it here?
Most people in Louisiana don't realize that how big an industry ag is in the state. Each year, the direct income to producers is roughly $12 billion. The economic impact of that is about $30 billion every year. Most of that economic activity is in rural areas of the state. So it's very important, and a lot of the research and extension we do in the LSU Ag Center supports that industry.
So what's your prediction? I mean, we're playing Florida today. What's your prediction for the game?
I'm pretty sure we're going to win. I hope we do. You never know, but I'm pretty confident.
Well, I know LSU's always winning. Thank you so much, Dr. Mike Selassie.
Thank you.
We're going to go and catch up with Kristen and find out just how that jambalaya turned out. That's when we come back.
We're in luck because we stumbled upon one of Allie Shipley's good friends, Mitchell. And Mitchell, you're an LSU alum, and is this something you do regularly, this tailgate?
This is every weekend. Every game, big game, small game, whatever you want to call it, every game's a big game to us, and we tailgate for all of them.
So you have a dish that we're cooking that is perfect for National Rice Month because you've got Louisiana rice, and what are we making?
We're going to make just a Louisiana jambalaya.
Okay, so let's get right into it. What's the first step?
We're going to take our vegetables, which we've already prepped them today. It's 4 bell peppers, a pack of celery, and 2 onions. We've chopped them up real fine. We're going to put them in the pot, and we're going to brown them down. We've got our knife over here, chop up a couple more vegetables, and we can fire up the pot and start browning down the vegetables that we do have.
Okay.
We dropped in all our vegetables, and we're just going to start browning them down. It's going to take them a little minute. Being fresh vegetables, they have a little bit more water in them.
So that's crucial, you said, is to get
Sweat them out.
Get all the
the vegetables,
all the water out.
They shrink down. They're not as chewy, and you really don't even notice them, but they do provide a ton of flavor. And usually at this point in time, we'll add a little bit of Tony's.
Well, you're going to have to tell me when because I won't stop.
You want to season your vegetables. That's where a lot of your flavor comes from. You don't want to be adding in everything at the end. You really only want...
So you don't want to season the meat.
All of the flavors from the broth and the vegetables are going to cook into the meat. So we like to call it when you taste the broth, if your tongue doesn't crawl back in your mouth a little bit, it's not salty enough.
What is the secret to the perfect jambalaya?
Your rice ratio to your stock ratio, depending on whatever kind of rice you want to use. We're using Louisiana rice today, so we made sure our ratio is absolutely perfect.
So what's your perfect ratio?
Using supreme rice with 14 cups of rice, you'd want to have 21 cups of broth. So you can see the water starting to cook out.
Yeah.
It's going to pool up, and I'm just going to keep an eye on it, keep moving the vegetables around, just to make sure they don't burn. Obviously try and get the ones off the wall too.
So now we got Allie's husband, Tyler. You're adding the sausage, so is this part of your routine every week?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm usually helping Mitchell out, making sure he's doing it right, that kind of thing.
Obviously, we don't have as much water now that the vegetables are browned down, and so we're going to have to really stir during this part, but also let it sit just enough to brown that sausage, but we don't want our vegetables to stick because there's not as much grease and water in the pot.
Right.
And that's part of the reason we use Manda sausage is it is a little bit greasier. That's the best part about it.
Okay, looking good already. How do you get it so dark?
So that is actually kitchen bouquet. It's just a little bit of artificial coloring. Really, it doesn't add any flavor or taste to it. We'll season this with white pepper and then minced garlic. And then once we put it in the pot, we'll get it rolling really hard. And then we'll taste it. We'll make sure it's salty enough because that rice is, when you add your rice, it's going to absorb all the salt.
3, 2, 1.
We're going to add in our broth, and like I said earlier, we prepped everything beforehand, so our chicken is actually in here, and so is our minced garlic that we did at home. So we're going to add this in. It's still a little bit frozen, then we're going to let it melt down and boil.
Okay.
And once it's boiling, that's when we're going to give it a taste test. So we're going to add it in. You might want to take a step back. Just, you got on a lot of white for a lot of dark.
Just carry on from the back. Woo! Go!
So if you want to come take a look, there's all of our chicken and vegetables and garlic you can see is all frozen in there. So as it cooks down more and more, it's going to obviously thaw out.
Man, that's beautiful. Okay, I hate to sound like a kid in the back seat, but are we ready yet?
We're almost there. We're about to add our rice in, but we want to check the broth just to make sure it's salty enough. So we'll get a little spoonful.
I'm supposed to do this?
There we go.
This is like
it's
a
going to
devil's cauldron.
It's going to be a little hot. Blow it off. So salty enough.
Oh yeah.
So I think we're about ready.
So we've got our Louisiana rice,
Absolutely.
which is arguably one of the keys to success to this. Mitchell, did you know that September is National Rice Month?
I did not.
And did you know that Louisiana is one of the top 3 rice producing states?
That I did know.
Now you all know. Okay, so that's the thing. Once you put the rice in, the heat goes away.
The heat goes away.
Is it time? Is it
We're
time?
officially ready
Okay.
now. So I'm going to fix you a bowl. I'm going to pull the lid off.
Keep going, more rice. Man, you were right. I could have like a little more salt, but other than that, it is perfect. That chicken is perfect. It is perfect. Kudos.
It's all a part of doing the prep beforehand. It helps get it right. That way you don't get out here and you mess it up.
The more you eat, oh my gosh, Mitchell is perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to entertain us with the camera crew. I know you've got a big tailgate going on, but right now, I've got to find Avery and I've got to bring some of this to him because I have a feeling that he's gonna need your recipe.
It was so good, I licked the bowl clean. I mean, that jambalaya just hit the spot. Louisiana rice just always makes a meal perfect. You should start with rice, right?
And there's nothing better than jambalaya for an easy dish to do tailgating with, so it was perfect.
What
Awesome
I loved was, since this is the Florida game, to kind of date it, you could see folks throwing gator onto the grill. My wife said she does not like for her food to look back at her, doesn't want to face on it, but still, it was cool. Go Tigers.
As always a staple at that Florida LSU game.
This has been a fun Feasting on Agriculture for us to do. Remember, when you tailgate, to thank a farmer. That is the farmers who grow everything you need for your tailgate. I'm Avery Davidson.
I'm Kristen Oaks White, and if you want this recipe, check out our website, twilattv.org. We'll see you next time, Feasting on Agriculture.
Feasting on Agriculture was brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board. Think rice.